I see how that one works. God, people are so funny. So, like, the whole Trayvon Martin pictures thing is like, like Maslux is just a troll, but every once in a while he tries to start to go back to make a point, but whatever. I just don't like it because of him, because I'm not going to put up with people that just spend time character assassinating. I've done enough of my life. I'm still, you know, point of pride to be able to tolerate that kind of stuff, but, and not really give a fuck. You know, and if people that get my goat want to take, you know, take their goat and frame it or something, that's fine. I'd understand. I'm not too proud to admit when somebody finally just pisses me off as totally useless, where I can't even turn what they say into something useful for me personally. Like, for example, you know, learning how to sew. He comes up, I know he's gonna say something like that, but it's like, dude, I didn't say it was scientific. That's the stupidest thing ever. I start those, you guys don't really listen. So many of you just don't listen. You don't hear, and that's fine, but see, me neither. But see, I know I miss little details. I'm never like, there's nothing claiming to be scientific, like, it's gotta be scientific. I said it was quick and dirty. On the other hand, you guys are just morons and saying, well, it's not science, it's more scientific than you could muster. I could tell that from what you say. One guy's all on, I did, what did he say? I did LE, I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. For years, I know more about facial recognition than a poodle knows about poodles. And he uses the end of his sentence, his comment, he's like, believe me, you don't know, you just take my word for it, I'm an internet stranger. How about this, how about you fucking dream on, I'll never take your word for it. All you have to do is make a video about it to your own facial recognition. I think I can see those are not the same person, okay? And I do know about image processing. I'm not a facial expert, you don't have to be. You see, I know like things like eye sockets and stuff, the proportions of those, they don't change, and you're all like, oh, but those things change when you grow, and Mass looks like, because he's like, yeah, I took those into account. And he's like, oh, really? You looked at the chromatic and jacket box and found out the material, the glass material in the camera? Are you fucking shitting me? You don't see how crazy, stupid, lying you are. No? You just said that to find out if a picture is of the same person, you have to know what glass was used to make the camera. I don't know, I guess maybe you heard about the optics having an effect, so you just think they all have an infinite effect. Yeah, you're stupid. You need to know the glass, the type of glass. The chromatic distortion. You could see if there was chromatic distortion. Moron, do you even know what chromatic distortion is? Fucking moron. The chromatic distortion changes the socket location, the eye socket location, and squeezes the head. Hey, anybody who wants to do that more scientific, please feel free. And I mentioned how you could do that. I mean, facial recognition stuff has gotten sophisticated, but that's for blurry pictures and stuff. This is straightforward. This is like 1950s. You don't need a computer to do this. You take those two pictures, you match up the rigid spots, top of the eye socket, sides of the eye socket, sides of the skull, whatever you want to do, right? A real facial expert would know probably the best ones, which were easier to identify from different angles and things like that. You plot all of those points and you have a little network. And if they're the same person, the networks will be distorted, but only in a regular way. Like everything can be squished and there's certain distortions that can happen. You know, but it won't like move the forehead up and the eyebrows down. They'll go away from the center and there'll be some consistency that you probably have no idea what you're talking about. But please just make a video and show how it's exactly the same, or just get the fuck off, because it also doesn't really matter. It doesn't mean, if that's the same guy, to me it's just like, wow, kids are funny. Leading some second life as a pretend thug on the Twitter, wow. I don't think that means he went back and attacked George Martin, Zimmerman, whatever the fuck it is. But as I've said, it makes it more plausible. Right now, the only person with the violent background here is Zimmerman. So, yeah, we still have no violent background for Trayvon, because tweets are not, you know, not a criminal record. But it would indicate that, oh, maybe he did sometimes pretend to be a tough guy, and maybe this was one of them. But I don't think so. Oh, but you guys are just, I'm just getting really fed up with tolerating, just forget tolerating the intentional rude trollingness, but just the idiocy, just how stupid you guys, so many of you are, in the way you approach this kind of stuff. You know, and I'm not saying everybody, like when Taiwan Man goes, oh, well, that wasn't a good analysis. That's okay, because the guy takes some time for his own analysis. I don't agree with where it's taken him, but he's spending time. He's not just out there with the pot shot of one pot shot. You know, I don't mind a pot shot among a whole volley of back and forth and a chance, but trolls come in and go, well, just believe me, I did facial analysis for the New York Police Department for 10 years. And you could just take it from me, I've forgotten more about facial recognition than you'll ever learn. And unless you know what kind of glass was used in the two cameras, you could never determine that the two faces aren't the same. Oh my God. Yeah, well, probably a new era, because I'm just fed up, and I'm not going to stop this hobby. I just change it. It's happened in the past. I used to be a lot more confrontational.